Everyone on this lovely Sunday morning in Sangkhlaburi. I am Scott, an American in Sangkhlaburi, usually in Bangkok. Anyway, we're gonna go out on the water in a few minutes. I did not bring a hat. I did not bring my trusty hat, the green jungle hat that I have. I didn't bring any of my baseball hats. I don't know what I was thinking, but I went and got a hat, 100 baht. There you go. I look pretty spiffy, yeah, okay. I'm sunburned and parched, and it gets pretty hot out there. Today it's going to be only 89 degrees, but there's not a cloud in the sky, and the humidity is about 55%. The low is 67. Right now it's 75 degrees. It feels like 76. So the weather is nice. Let me show you right over here. This is the wooden bridge, the 442-foot wooden bridge. We're gonna be, these guys over here, sitting over here, across the way there next to those signs. Those are the boat drivers. And over here you got these guys in the green vest. They're all boat drivers. So I'm gonna go hit them up in a few minutes. I know what I wanna do and where I wanna go. So we're gonna take off in a minute. Lots and lots of people here. Wow, Dallo, you came in early. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right, you're in Bangkok now. Congratulations. You're back, baby. Yesterday I did go to the fights. And I gotta say, you know, day one, I know day one is the amateurs, the guys who are really they're not really the greatest fighters. And you know, these are guys, they're not fighting to make a living here or anything like that. These guys just come in, they're young and fit, and they want to show they got heart, but some of the fights yesterday were just devoid of any skill. Just guys just throwing each other and brawling, and I mean, some of it was really fun, if you want to call it that. But some of it I was like, oh my God. You know, guys, the way that it works is they ask people, do you want to fight? And then people say, yes. And then what they'll do is they'll raise the guy's hand and they'll say, is there anybody out here who wants to fight this guy? And usually one or two people will come up, maybe more. And they match him up, they look at him, if they have a shirt on, they make them take their shirt off and show what they look like. And then they say, okay, you guys will be fighting. Now, I didn't remember this, but what they're doing now, and you know, listen, it's temple boxing, village boxing. What they're doing now is they have some guys fight. And if somebody gets kind of hurt and they're not knocked out cold, or the time is just expired, then they say, okay, get out of the ring. They get out of the ring, then they have another fight, first round. And then another fight, first round. And then another fight, first round. Then they go back and they fight, the guys who fought first, they fight their second round. So it's not round after round after round. And I think that this is because, for safety reasons, as dangerous as it can be, when you're just throwing yourself up against another guy, trying to smash your elbow into his face. If they were fighting round after round, I think they'd be a lot more tired, a lot more dehydrated, and it'd be a lot more dangerous. So I understand why they do it. It's, like I said, these are not professionals who this is all they do to make a living. But it is kind of fun, and I will have some video. I'm gonna go today, again, to get more video. But like I said, it's very, very hot out. Even under the tarp, it's really hot. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but I got a bit of sun, which is fine. But you got to be careful. Which is why I have the hat. So let's get on out of here. I don't know which guy I want to use here. I guess I'll use one of these guys with the green vest. No, Gennaro, I'm very sorry. There weren't any matches with women. They don't allow women in the ring. Now, I gotta say something. I took some photos of the ring. This is a big event, and I understand that a ring, the size that they have is probably $2,500, $3,000 if it was brand new with everything. But they have an old ring. And the ropes, a couple of times, guys got thrown out of the ring through the ropes, and there's 4 ropes. 4 ropes. They got thrown out. They got one guy went over the top of the rope, the top rope. He went over the top and down onto a bunch of people, like kind of jumped forward and caught him. But oops, I don't know what happened there. They caught him. There we go. And stopped him from getting seriously injured. Another guy fell on his solar plexus and he was hurt. But he came back and fought. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Sawadee Kap, Sawadee Tanchout. We're going to get out of here, though. I got to make a move. It always takes me a little time for me to go, all right, I don't have to deal with this guy, get set up, make sure he understands everything. There's no ring card, girls. This is, you will see. You will see when I put the video up. And I meant to put the video up of the lady last night. I just didn't have time. I went out. Here we go. There we go, baby. So last night, or yesterday afternoon, I was getting ready to eat, and I thought, maybe I'll go. I heard of a place. It's called the Doghouse Bar. Is that what you call it, a tan? It's called the Doghouse Bar. And so I thought, well, it's nearby. I'll go over there. So I go over, and there's a British girl who runs the place. Very nice girl. And she's like, oh, yeah, we got burgers. So I decide to have a couple of burgers. Now, it wasn't enough for me just for my meal, so I had 2 of these double burgers. They're pork burgers with cheese and an egg on them. That was my meal yesterday. But then a couple of other people came in. An older Swiss guy came in, very nice guy. And then some young, thank you very much, Jim. I'm glad I look cute for you. Anyway, a couple of girls came in. There's 3 or 4 girls. I don't know where. I think one was from Scotland, another was from, I don't even know. Maybe one was from France, and I don't know. There's a couple of sisters. Next thing you know, there's like 10, 15 people in this place. And I was just sitting there talking to the Swiss guy, talking to one of the girls. And then before I knew it, I'm like, it's 10:30 at night. So by the time I walk back and get in the room, get settled, took a shower, do everything I gotta do. It's like 11:30 at night. I'm like, man, I gotta wake up early. And so I didn't have time to do the video, but I will get them done. I promise you I will get these videos done. But let's get out of here. I'm yapping too much. You're digging the hat. Well, I'm glad. I need this hat because I'm gonna get sunburned regardless of whether I have a hat on or not, but this will save me probably. All right, let's go over here. I am dehydrated big time. Imagine you're out walking around here, and you're out all day. I was out all day yesterday from, early in the morning till late at night, and it was very hot, and I had no hat. That was not very bright. You need to be a little more protected. All right, let's get on out of here. I know what I want for you guys. This is for you guys. I want the this one, the one with the Japanese wall. Hey. Ah. Bad boy. Yeah, let me see. I will tell you. No. No. Come here. Let me show you.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Đây.
Xà văn nó phải phun.
Okay. Bad boy. Japanese cliff, which I don't remember going to. Cup. It's another world. You know, there's only 3 in the town. There's 3 ATMs. That's it. There's no ATM here. I think maybe across the way there is, but there's no ATM in this vicinity, in this town, other than the ones by the 7-Eleven and the market, which there's 3 of them. I gotta sneeze. Oh yeah. It's an adventure. This reminds me of the bridge in Mandalay, the Ubain Bridge, where I went out on the water there. That really looks a lot like it. I think that one is longer though. Okay. Ôi, chop hả? Ủa, rồi mày?
Rồiครับ
Okay. สวัสดีครับ No. Let's see here. Bye.
บ๊ายบายขอให้เที่ยวสนุกนะครับ
ครับคุณ All right. We're out of here. We're gonna sit right in the front. Oh yeah. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. seat here. Boys and girls. So do I. My last boat ride was on the Mekong. Hopefully there's not too much wind. For a 3-hour cruise. I think this only takes like an hour. Bad. I got the boat to myself. Oh, that's good, Dallo. Yeah, we're set up pretty well for internet. It's amazing how good the internet is in Thailand. All right, over here, check these out over here. I don't know what the name, even the Burmese lady who's got the hotel where I'm staying, she doesn't know what this Buddha is over here, what it's called, and I don't really remember, but this is where we were yesterday. If you were watching the stream yesterday, you remember this is the place where we were. And over to the right of the Buddha, you can see the top part of the Wat Wee Karam, which is where the fights are held, right next to it. How's the wind? Ginger or Marianne, unfortunately. Thanks, Gennaro. Nobody wants to be Gilligan. Living the life of Riley or the next best thing, Happy Bob. Thank you very much. Thank you, Carnival Chronicles. Appreciate that. Joe D to you. Did you record any of last night's fights? Yes, I did. I recorded them. Then I went all the way back to the room, and then I had to go back to 7-Eleven. Get a few things, and then I went back to the room and I was like, you know what, I need food, and I thought I heard a burger place. It's called the Doghouse. It's a little place, it's a little bar, and they serve food. They got a pool table, and it's like, you know, a foreigner / Thai hangout. So I went there and I ate a couple of burgers, and next thing I know, it's like 10:30 at night. So, but I have have too much footage. Clip after clip after clip after clip. I'm trying to shield the microphone from the wind, but you know, it is very windy out here. You can see up ahead, just a little to the left of the land there. That's one of the temples we're going to. I don't remember the Japanese cliff, so maybe I never went there. Won't take long. The breeze is nice though. Lady at the guest house told me it's not underwater anymore. Or like going into 7-Eleven and sitting there for an hour. This beats that any day. Take this. Dallo, it's almost at 200 now. 15,200. I think I'm 5 I wouldn't refer to you as little people. Some of you are quite large. It's taken a long time to get from 14 to 15, I'll tell you that. The best is yet to come. Alright, so this is the underwater one. Just take a little trip around. Hey! Oh yeah. Now, can I climb up there? What if he'd like pull up to the side of it and let me jump up and see what's on top? It's just hollow. I don't know. You know, I vaguely remember the other place that I stayed, the P Guest House, as having the Sunken Temple, as having kayaks. But it would have taken me a hell of a long time to get to any of these temples in a kayak. It would have been an all-day affair. Water world. Yeah, this is what is it called though? Vajiralongkorn Reservoir, because there's a dam over yonder. So this is a reservoir. It's I think they call it the CulturalHeritage Lake. I did a little bit of research, but you know, sometimes I forget some of the information. This is much better as far as wind goes. There's not as much wind. There's just a nice little breeze. Perfect. If anything, you know, when I woke up and last night I was like, man, I'm gonna be exhausted in the morning, and then after the stream I'm gonna go over to the fights, and I need to put up like some little short clips or something. It's just, you know, I like peace and quiet. I like stuff like this. This is nice. There's nobody running around. There's no little kids screaming and crying. It's peace. It's peaceful. When you go to those fights, it's crazy. There was probably, oh, I don't know, 50 or so teenage girls. Don't get it the wrong idea, Gennaro. Screaming and yelling because some of the guys would go in and fight, you know, and they were young and fit, and I guess the girls thought they were cute. And so every time the guy would score, or the guy would get, they would grab each other and be tussling with each other. The girls would be screaming and yelling. Hopefully the fights today will be of a higher caliber. I mean, picture two guys in a ring running at each other, throwing flying kicks and throwing knees and trying to throw elbows, and you're allowed to throw each other. So, you know, you can grab somebody and then do a hip toss or something like that. What's happened to my membership? I don't know, you have a membership through the YouTube channel? And did you pay for it, or was it a gift? If it was a gift, I think it runs out after the month. But if it's a membership, you should be, and you should be able to get in then, if you're paying. Paid monthly. Yeah, this is a nice view. I can check once the stream is done, Dallo. I don't know, you know, it's supposed to auto renew. So maybe there, I don't know, if you're trying to get in and you can't get in, is that the case? Yeah, this is a nice view. Beautiful. Now, if you're in Thailand and you're trying to renew it, or you're trying to, oh, you know what it is? Maybe it's because you're in Thailand. I don't think you can get to the membership in Thailand. Or you can't become a member if you're in Thailand. I don't think you can because it's Thailand for some reason. Oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, it's because it's Thailand. You have to use a VPN if you want to do that, unfortunately. I don't know why Thailand is so anal about payment systems here. You know, all they need to do is shore up their immigration department and maybe their police department. Even though immigration is part of the police department, they need to do that, and they need to stop allowing, you know, whoever to bribe their way into staying in the country. You know, and then maybe they won't have to, and they need to vet the people. They've got a computer system. I don't know why they don't do it, or maybe they are and they're just using it as an excuse. I don't know. This is really nice. I really like this a lot. Smooth as glass. We got good reception so far, knock on wood. I do not know that, unfortunately. I obviously didn't do enough research. Oh. Well, they've extended the visa to 45 days, at least until I think the end of March. They may extend it until the end of the year, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. Yeah, this is a pretty cool view right here. They're burning in the back there, but it does make for a kind of surreal look. Well, it's been like this for a while now, and like I said, they may extend it further, but nothing's been confirmed yet. It'd be good if you could stay longer. I didn't remember it being, you know, such a haul to get out here. It was August of 2018, the last time I was here. Anyway, what I was saying about the fights is that the ring, they've padded the ring with like straw or something like that. I don't know what it is, grass, but it's lumpy. I mean, like, I have photos of it. There are lumps in, which is not good, you know. But, you know, my initial thoughts were that this ain't Las Vegas. There's no glitz and glamour here. It's just, you know, It's like you go to Thailand in some areas, and this is one of them. Many of the hotels got squat toilets. You're not going to give you all the amenities. You're not going to get all the Western things that you might be used to in other areas that you take for granted. This is 800 baht plus a little tip. So what's that work out to? About $27, something like that. I don't have a problem with the squat toilet. Really, I don't. And it's easier now, but I've lost some weight. It's much easier. But it is a little difficult on the knees. You know, the knees, you feel it if you're there long. The thing about the squat toilet is it's not like a sit-down toilet where you sit there and you might read a book or look through a magazine or look at your phone or whatever it is. On a squat toilet, you squat, you do your business, and you get off, get off the pot. It's quick and straightforward. This is very surreal here. I like this. Yes, I know. I still have that footage. Although I think it's unlisted now, private. Oh, Jim. In order to be a true Thailand veteran, you need to be able to use the squat toilet. Now, this is I swear by the gun too. The thing about the squat is that you are relegated to using your hand and the pouring method, which is a little, funky. This is the Japanese wall. Thai shower with a bowl. Well, that's what I'm using right now. At first I was like, oh. It's like, come on, man, And then I had to use it. I'm like, all right, it ain't that big of a deal, Just get it done. Get it over with. No wasting time. No sitting on the can for, 30 minutes. Wow. สวยนะ
ครับผม
ขึ้นได้เหรอ
ขึ้นได้ครับผม
Okay, so we can go up there. Okay, take it easy, take it easy. As always, take it easy. Look at this, very cool. So we're gonna go up there. Because you know why? We need to get the view. The view. This guy's bringing me right up there. It's an adventure. As much as I say I like to go to places that are new, and I do have, I forget what the other place was the guy told me about. I do have one place that's really rarely talked about. It's supposed to be quite good. And somebody else mentioned it to me yesterday, so I know that, okay, it's two people, but two people who have been in the area for quite some time. And so that's probably the next trip before I go on an international journey anywhere. So let this guy take care of his business first. Okay, cup. Gotta be careful here. Don't leave me. I'll be stranded out here forever. It's a little bit of when you're doing it one-handed, it's a little more difficult. Oh yeah. Okay, here we are. All right, I'm gonna go up this. I gotta be careful here. Focus, focus. Holy shit. Hey, this is pretty cool here. Yeah, I'm liking it. All right, hang on one second. I gotta take a photo of this. Pretty nice. Imagine if you were stranded here. That would be bad news. And you can see down here, there's a little shrine. You got to be careful. If you are someone who is older, or you have some problems getting around, you know, you can't walk so good, you're not very mobile, you're not very limber, I would not recommend coming to this. I mean, you could come here, but I wouldn't go up, because it's very easy to slip on these rocks or just trip or misstep, whatever. You got to be careful. That said, I got to be careful so that I don't have a misstep. Cinematography right here, baby. The guy's on a business call. Very rocky. I wonder what kind of animals are on this island. It's just birds and lizards and rats. You know what? I'm gonna go have to turn around now. Shit. I don't know. I will find out though. คุณครับ
ครับผม
ทำไมอันนี้เป็นญี่ปุ่นนะ
เขาได้มีทางรถไฟครับ
Oh, because of this place was a place where the
ตอนนี้
railway came
ตอน
through.
นี้ญี่ปุ่นไปพม่า
The Martinia.
พม่าอยู่ตรงโน้นน่ะ
Oh,
นี่ทางรถไฟอยู่นี่ทางรถไฟ
oh, so the railway was across the way there, and so I guess there were people. เมื่อก่อนมีน้ำที่นี่ไหม?
ไม่มีน้ำครับ
So before there was no lake here. It wasn't there. So they probably just had this wall as a whatever, but it was, oh, shit. What is going on with my gimbal? There we go. Wait. Anyway, this reservoir was not here 80 years ago. 77, 76 years ago. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, nice to be back. You're welcome, Jim. Another beautiful morning hanging with Scott. Well, thank you very much, Daniel. Appreciate that. Choke D to you. You got any idea when you're coming back here? Anh นี้มึนกันไหม
ใช่
มึนเป็นญี่ปุ่นนะพูดยังไงนะญี่ปุ่นอะไรนะ
ญี่ปุ่นนะเมื่อก่อนได้เข้าไปตีไปยิง
เนี่ยมีชื่อไหม
ไม่มีครับ
ไม่มีเป็นญี่ปุ่นภาษาอังกฤษเป็น Japanese Cliff
ใช่
แต่ภาษาไทย
ใช่ภาษาไทยอะญี่ปุ่น
ญี่ปุ่น
อ่า
That's all they say is Japanese. Go to the Japanese place. ภาษาไทยญี่ปุ่น So this is the actual cliff, which is what I kind of thought. อันนี้อะไรอ่ะเป็นชื่ออะไรอ่ะเป็นญี่ปุ่น
ใช่นี่
เหมือนกัน
เดียวครับ
Okay, so they're together, which is interesting. I'd like to know how old this is. They might have. Wouldn't put it past them. At least not back then. อันนี้อายุเท่าไหร่อ่ะเก่าเท่าไหร่
ประมาณจะ80 ปีหรือมั้ง
about it had to be about 80 years ประมาณ80เพราะว่า WW2 มันเป็น1942ตอน
น่าจะ
45
ใช่
so this is about 80 years old. Wow. มีอะไรข้างในอ่ะมีไหม
ก็ไม่ได้เท่าไหร่ก็
It's like a little drop off. Hang on. Up. No selfie shot for me. ไม่อยากตกนะ Yeah, I've said it before. If the thing with Kanchanaburi, which I guess is referred to as Kanch by locals, which I didn't know that. It's one of those things where it's kind of like going to Hellfire Pass. A lot of people don't go because it's a little bit. It requires an extra day. You really need to spend the night in Kanchanaburi. If you want to get there at a decent time, unless you're driving, If you're taking a train, oh, look at this. This is great. This shot is nice right here. Hang on.มีปลาไหม
ปลาเยอะครับ
ปลาเยอะเหรอ
อ่า
ใหญ่ไหม
ปลาชะโดเยอะ
อ๋อครับ ก็ตกปลา So yeah, they do have, there are fish. There's a lot of fish, he said. มันใหญ่เท่าไหร่อะกิโล
ถ้าชะโดประมาณ10 กิโล
Oh, from you know, very small to about 10 kilos. So there's some
ปลาหมอไม่ใหญ่
these people are fishing for smaller fish. Wow, I like this shot right here. Go up a little bit. Back there. Right here. Wow. Yeah, very cool place. But what I was saying is that a lot of people go to Kanchanaburi and then they just stop. They just don't go any farther. Some people will go to Hellfire Pass, but you know, it's not like there's a huge amount to do here. But from what I've gathered from the locals, it's just so laid back and cool that, you know, they love it. And there's enough to do to keep you busy. And once you learn the ins and outs of the place, and I'm just now starting to remember a lot of the places that I've been to before, or been, you know, I've driven by, or whatever it is. So it would take a little time, but it is a nice place. And if you wanted, you could spend a week here pretty easily. 4 or 5 days without a doubt. All right, on to the next place.ไม่เป็นไรไม่ต้องรีบ
ได้ได้เย็น
คุณเป็นคนไทย
ๆนอนครับ
มอนนะอ๋อก็พูดสวัสดีครับพูดมอน
เมื่อยแล้ว
มวยเดอาวมวยเดอาวโอเคมวยเดอาวมิงกะลาบา
ไม่นอนพม่า
สวัสดีครับมวยเดอาว Thank you very much there, Mr. Joe. Appreciate that. I'm feeling good. Got my lucky hat. One of the lucky hats I have. In all honesty, I wish I would have brought the green one. This is the Carnival Chronicles hat because it has the thing in the back that covers your neck. But, you know, I'm not a big hat wearer, and I never have. I need to get in the habit now because I'm getting old. I don't need any sunstroke. I'm getting old. I am old. And I got to tell you, I was in this, you know, in the restaurant bar last night. And it was good to talk to the Swiss guy because he was 65. But there was a couple of Thai guys, and then there was, let me think here, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 Western women. I didn't have any, you know, issues, you know, talking to them about, oh, this is how it is. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. I didn't have any of that. I didn't interact with them that much. But they were all about 25 and under, with the exception of one woman who was an older woman. So I felt out of place. And actually, the owner of the bar was playing music. And I just went, you know, I got to tell you something. I don't know any of this music that you're playing. And she's like, oh, it's all new. It's very new. And then I was like, look at this. I opened up my Spotify and I go, here's my music. And she's like, who is like Creedence Clearwater? She had no idea. Some of the music I had, she's like, never heard of them. And I'm like, she's like, do you know who, she knew who Arctic Monkeys were. And the only reason I'm listening to Arctic Monkeys is because of my kid, because he turned me on to them. So it made me feel a little older, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, this kind of place, Makes me feel revived, refreshed, rejuvenated. Yeah, I like Thai music. Losing weight makes you look a lot younger and feel better. Well, that's good. I like to think so, and I know I'm losing weight here. I can tell you that because I'm not eating. I haven't eaten all that much. I had the burgers last night, and then the first day I had the meat that I prepared and the stuff that I prepared. And today I don't know if I might try the Korean place, but I got some food left, so I'd be better off just eating that. This guy's gonna have a little bit of a betel nut.แล้วคนพม่าชอบคนไทยชอบคนกัมพูชาชอบคนเยอะชอบ
หมอนไม่ชอบ
มอญก็ชอบมุยเตาะอะไรนะมุยเตะ
มือคือมือซื่อ
มุยซื่ออันนี้สวัสดีครับมุยซื่อ
แล้วมีข้าวเปล่ามือเอา
มุยเอามุยซื่อ okay I gotta learn a few words. Yeah, she didn't know 9/10 of the songs that I had on my Spotify. And I'm looking at some of the stuff that, she had to connect it to the computer or whatever. I'm looking at the stuff she's listening to, and I'm like, I don't know what this music is. Anyway, we're going to get out of here and go on to the next place, which I think will be the third place out of 4. So, lots of people fishing over here. I would like to get one of these little boats, but then I'd have to live near the water. Okay. For him. I think as the internet connections get better and better around the world, I think more and more people are going to stream. There's some advantages to it and some disadvantages. But the biggest advantage is that it's live. It's happening off the cuff. You don't know what's going to happen next. You might run into somebody, and that happened to me the other day. But I mean, I turned on the camera, and I was like, okay, I'm going to record, and if I have to, I'll just delete it. If there's nothing, I'll just delete it. And then I ran into the woman who I was talking about the other day, blind woman. Her name is Jean, and I did hear some good news, which for her, which is her daughter is back from the Netherlands, and she's trying to set up a operation to see if they can fix her eyesight. So that's great, This poor woman is just like hobbling around, trying not to get hit by cars, making sure she stays far enough to the left, So hopefully I'll get that video up, tonight or tomorrow morning or something. I really want to get that one up, and I'll try to put something together. I'll probably have several fight clips because there's too many fights. I mean, they have like 8 or 9 fights. I mean, I got there, they said, oh yeah, it starts at 1. So I made sure I got there at 1, knowing full well nothing ever starts on time in Thailand, especially when it comes to a sporting event. And when it comes to boxing or Muay Thai or whatever it is, the way that they're allowed to do it is they pay the province a fee. The promoter pays the province. And so then what they do is, I mean, this is not televised, but still, it gets somebody's name out there. So the provincial leaders go up into the ring, and there's the provincial leaders, and there's the referees, and then there's the promoter, and they're all standing up there, and the leader is talking about how grateful they are to have the event there, and that's like 30 minutes. And then then it's okay, well, we got to get everybody together, and then we got to try to match people up, and I don't know if they have the people matched already today. But by the time it started, it was about 5 after 2, 10 after 2, and it didn't finish until about 4:30. So I don't know how it's going to be, today and tomorrow, but that's part of the allure. That's part of the wonder of coming to a place like this. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who you're going to run into. I mean, just the little place I went to last night for the burgers, it's not going to rival like the best bars in Pattaya or Bangkok or Phuket or something like that. But for a little town, I think it's the only foreign-owned bar in Sangkhlaburi. And I just heard, some British person owns this little burger joint. And I was like, it's a burger joint. And I had walked past it a couple times. Didn't even know that that's what it was. Didn't have a clue. I guess they called it the Doghouse Bar because the owner owns the Sangkhlaburi, what's it called? Sangkhlaburi Sanctuary, Animal Sanctuary. And that's a big thing they were all talking about. They have on the wall of the bar, they have all these dogs that are up for donation. And there were some really, the thing is the dogs in Sangkhlaburi, they're noticeably different from like the Bangkok dogs. Bangkok dogs can be quite aggressive, some of them obviously, but in Sangkhlaburi, the vast majority of the dogs are not aggressive at all. They're very timid. And the theory goes that, and this is not just my theory, but this is the people who own the sanctuary and the people who work there, is that the people in this area, the Mon and the Burmese and the Thais, are not very kind to the animals. So the animals become accustomed to being shooed off, beaten, hit, having things thrown at them. They were telling me about how 2 of the dogs that they had been shot. One dog was being threatened. Apparently they were telling the sanctuary, we're going to shoot this dog. It's on school grounds, and there had been no schools. Thank you, Gennaro. Choke D to you. Choke D in your quest for the perfect barista. Anyway, so the dogs were on the dog was living on the school grounds, but because of COVID, the kids weren't there. So then, when the kids came back, the authorities said, this is a vicious dog. And the dog was far from vicious. But they said, if you don't get this dog, we're going to shoot it. Because we don't want any of the kids getting hurt. And so they said, we'll take it. They had the dog darted and the authorities brought the dog to their facility. And then, lo and behold, they found pellets in the dog's leg. Somebody had shot it with, like a pellet gun. So, and then there was another person who had brought a dog in, and he said, I don't know what's wrong with my dog, but I don't want him anymore. And so they gave him up, and then later on they found out that this dog had a bullet in its shoulder. So, the dogs around, I mean, I've walked down the streets now for a couple of days, and in the past, and the dogs might bark at you, but they're the kind of dog that will just come up to you and nuzzle you. They're very timid and mellow compared to some of the Bangkok dogs, that can be a bit more aggressive. now we're off to the next place, which I don't know where it is. I should know, but I didn't write it down, and I don't remember the names of the places. You know, I could see coming out here with a couple of guys, and if you wanted, you have a couple of beers between you, maybe you partake in some of the wacky tobacco, if that's what you're into, and you could have a nice little day out here. You wanted to pay a little bit more, the guy would take you around all day for probably 3,000 baht, and you just chill out and go from place to place, hanging out in little coves. Probably a nice time. There are little guest houses and places to stay right on the water here. They tend to be a little bit more expensive, but they're still not exorbitantly priced. All right, where are we off to now? Sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow. If I'm gonna stream, if I'm not gonna stream, I don't really know. Just look it up on Google, Dalo, or look up Weed Hub. They got all kinds of places listed on there. But I like the Google. I mean, not for me. I mean, I'm not smoking. But I did kind of wonder, I wonder if they have places in Sangkhlaburi, and sure enough, they do. One of the people that I spoke with was like, oh yeah, I smoke. I get it from in town. See if I can get my driver in there here. Fishermen over here. I like to do this. Needed this. Now what I got to do when I get back home, it's the wife's birthday coming up, and I'm going to tell her, okay, so your birthday present is we're going to this particular place that I heard about, that I heard is fabulous, and I don't want to take no for an answer. We're going. Let's go in, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whenever she can. And I believe it's equally as beautiful as here, if not even more so, because there's better views. swirly. These people have the right idea. Not bad. This reservoir reminds me of there was a lake that I went to. I can't remember the name of it in Cambodia, and I went out on the lake, and we were going through the weeds like this kind of thing, but they weren't sticks. They were weeds. We were going through the weeds in the boat, and it was crazy. But the lake wasn't as big as this one, and but it was really nice. It was one of those National Geographic moments where, unfortunately, here there's not like a huge payoff. It's nice and everything, but there's not something spectacular. Uh-oh. Gasoline, naman mod. Actually, propane. They're using propane to fire this bad boy up. Oh yeah, it was finished. The one tank was finished. There is where we came from. The temple yesterday, which I can't remember the name of. It's near the Wat Wiwe Karam. Might have to row. Well, fortunately, he had another tank of propane. I wouldn't want to row across this lake. Honestly, I mean, it's huge. I guess if you got the right kind of kayak or canoe, yeah, maybe it's easier if you got another guy with you to help you. But doing it alone, there is quite a bit of wind out in this area. Back there's not as much because it's sheltered, like a cove. I think we're going to go over to this place off to the right here, straight ahead in the screen. Go there, but I'm not sure. You can see there's little white caps on the water now. It's quite windy out here. Waves pounding up against the longtail boat. I guess we're going over here. I remember coming to this place before. I remember correctly, there's gonna be some food and little snacks, and there's gonna be some fish. I don't remember if you're buying the fish for as pets, or if you're supposed to eat them, or what the deal is. I don't remember, but. Which I won't be eating, unfortunately. Look at this view. I think I ate here last time. I was talking about how yesterday I was looking for pork rinds, and I did find them, but there was only a bag, a big bag. It was 110 baht. Let's see. Not easy to find, the pork rinds. Not here, at least. Oh yeah, you're supposed to go to the top of this temple. Ugh. I forgot about that. I forgot you gotta walk up these stairs. No time to be lazy. Thank you. What SANGKHLA? Cow. Some dead. Some dat. Some dead. I don't know. Some dat, I think. Oh, I remember this place now.
Yeah, I remember the bamboo in the back here. Oh, that's a shame. Bamboo everywhere. Katanyu, Katanyu, Tapra, Put. It's about Buddhism, Chin, Rach. I don't know what that means. It's about pay your respects. Something to that effect, I believe. Shoes off. You know, there were more fish the last time. An eel. There's more of them the last time. They're big, huge buckets. So who knows why they stopped? Maybe because there weren't enough people coming here to justify it. Oh. More bamboo. Looks like there's a little house or little, can't tell if that's just a tarp over here. Sure, there's some people living over here. Look at it this way. And I'll put all the information about this place once I'm done. I'll put it in the description. You're blocking my way there, buddy. Say goodbye. I think I'll just go around you. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. Should I walk right behind him? Might not be a good idea. I have to be out of striking range, just in case. Got anything to say? Moo, moo, moo. No? What would this thing do if I tried to pet him? Yeah, I don't think he'd like it. I don't want any, I don't want to be here when something comes out the rear end. So I believe this is stop number 3. There's one more stop on this little journey. You know, I went around, I think it was this lake, and I think I paid like 500 baht or something, and that alone is kind of worth paying. And then, okay, you go, you see a couple of little places. Some of them are, you know, kind of cool. But it's the experience. I would say if you're coming here, you got to come here at least once, just for the experience. Why not? Haven't seen any foreigners at all. Or Westerners, shall I say, because I just heard the guy say he's Burmese. Fine. Hello. How are you?
How are you?
I'm very good. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Hong Nam. Oh no, I don't need to go to the Hong Nam. I'm good to go. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. I don't know any Mon really. Wait to Sam, wait to Ow. Oh, here we got a Westerner. So steep though, you know. So it's 2. So still not many. Yeah, like this whole area over here used to be full of, this area right here used to be full of buckets, much bigger than this one, full of fish and eel and all that other kind of stuff, which I don't know what you do with these things. I think the eel are kind of nasty. Koi pla, sarang tusot. Looks like lots and lots of people coming, so I want to get out of here, get to the next place before they get there before me. I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I'm sure you can check, but I don't know what they're definitely not eating them. I can ask the guy. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know if they put them back in the lake or what they do, but that would seem logical to me. Here's a couple more. I think there's at least one more Western over there. So there's not a whole, you know, you can see this is all mainly Thais and Burmese. Oh man, lots of wind, huh? Can you hear it? Okay. Igning ใช่ไหม Okay. One more place. How many people does it take to push a boat? Depends. I thought all these guys were gonna have to come over here and give a shove off. All right, so the last place now we're going to, and let's see if I remember it. So far, really, the highlight of this has been that little Japanese cliff. That's been the highlight of this journey. I'm gonna try to protect the wind a little. Protect from the wind. Picking up. You want to go out on this journey, really the earlier the better. I mean, you could come out here at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, no problem. And it'd be cooler, there's less people. And I'm gonna just guess, but I'm gonna say that most of the time the water is not gonna be as rough out in the center of the lake. I'm catching a lot of spray right now. Where are we going now? of the wind. I believe it's more. And it's about, now it's about 12 kilometers an hour. Maybe 15, I'm not sure if it's going that far up. Charles, thank you once again. Joke day to you. All right, I do remember this place, and the last time I came here, there was a lot of Burmese, and they were just sitting there like they were. What were they looking for? It wasn't shells. They were looking for something else. In the ground, there was nobody here the last time I came here. Nobody. Quite a few people here. We're grounded. They're all laughing. They're all laughing at him. They're like, ah, you can't get on. Can't get in.
Ơi con ơi là bị đâu? Ôi là qua. Cái đó có là qua cái bài. Cái đâu?
I don't know. I have no idea what they're saying now. I can only imagine. Lots of people here. Like I said, the last time I came here, there was like 2 or 3 Burmese ladies, or Mon ladies. And they were just, they were sifting through the ground for stuff. Just making sure I'm well taken care of. Okay, come. I give them the little love sign, the little, what is it? Like, you do it like, kind of like this. Checking my, oh, it smells so good in here. Seriously, the incense is quite nice. See how windy it is. The view from here is pretty nice. I remember that. And actually, you can, when the water is low, you can walk out farther all the way to the arch there. Okay, so it's gotta be for, it says Tambun, yeah, Tambun. So yeah, you're right, Tambun. That's exactly what it's for. You gotta make merit by putting the fish into I think at least one of the 3 times that I've been here, I walked out almost to the arch. All right, let's just take the last. No, thank you. You have a little heart. I gave him the little heart. I don't usually do that just because I think it's, I don't know. Oh, let me show you the love. It's not my style, you know, but I just did it because I don't ever do it. You can see this is a pretty good little view here. No, it means love. Oh. She's taking a photo. Photo you. I'm gonna wait and then I'll walk by. I don't care what I'm expected to do, Jim. That's the thing. I don't care if I'm expected to do it. I don't do anything here that I'm expected to do. Really. I just don't care. My wife knows that now. She doesn't expect me to do anything, really. The only thing that my wife expects me to do is to be polite and be respectful of the culture. You know, if I don't do a little love sign, nobody cares. But, you know, like if I remember we were in a temple in Chiang Mai. This is the trip that we took that I still have to put the video up for. And I was on the temple grounds or something, and I did something that was, I don't know how you would say it. It was, it could be construed as sexual. I didn't mean it that way. And she goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "What?" And she goes, you know, I was like, "Well, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not out to do anything like that." And you know, I mean, if they were to go, "Come on, please, do the little heart sign," I'd probably go, "I don't want to." You know, I mean, I don't want to be difficult, but why? It's not me. You know, don't make me be. Let me be me, baby. You know? But when you're surrounded by a dozen of them, it's kind of like, all right, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but, you know, I got to be me. And I felt it at the moment over here, just because they were all friendly and happy, and, you know, I just thought, what the hell? I got to be me. All right, so let's head on back.
Yeah, but see, it's, I mean, I think your wife probably kind of guilts you. You know, she just, well, this is Thailand. This is what you got to do. My wife has stopped doing that, you know, many years ago. She stopped because she just knows. You know, I know, and I mean, you know, like, again, it's not trying to be difficult. It's just, I'm just not into the whole, oh, love, oh. It's not me, man. So she knows that. So she won't, like, push me on something like that. She'll push me on making sure that the kids have certain clothes or certain things they need and stuff like that, but she won't push me on anything else. That's the thing. I don't want to be pushed. I don't need to be pushed. I'm a grown man. I do what I want, whether I'm in Thailand or anywhere else. And, you know, I was in Chiang Mai and I went up to the mountains with her. I went up to the mountains. We went to, I can't even remember the name of the place. It wasn't, I don't think it was Doi Pui, but, or maybe it was. No, it wasn't Doi Pui. Yeah, I don't listen to La Lisa, and I don't care about La Lisa. I mean, I'm happy that she's made a positive impact and that Thai people are proud of her and they respect what she's achieved. And I can, great, you know, but like, I don't listen to her music. Why? I don't like that kind of music, you know. Now, maybe I would like something if I started listening to it, but bye-bye. Should I give him a little love sign? I thought all these Thai girls making that with their fingers just wanted money. Well, that might be the case, but maybe showing the pseudo love is the way to get that money. Yeah, see, you're in a different group than I am, Jim, because I don't get any of that shit. My family's from the South, you know, my wife's family's from the South. They don't expect me to do anything, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect them to do anything, and she doesn't really expect them to do anything. They're very, just, you know, hey, whatever it is, it is. You know, like if some kid is standing there and he's like moping, they'll go, hey, we smile, or something like that. But with me, they don't bother me. And I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be pushed. Well, everybody's doing it. You know. In Isan, I will say that when they say love, sometimes the love means taking care, and it's in a lot of parts of, it's not just Isan, it's in a lot of parts of Thailand. They have a saying, you know, in the South, and that is, the Southerners, when they love true. And I'm not saying that the Isaners or anybody else doesn't, but their mentality, like, you know, my wife, when I was, you know, trying to help her with money when I first met her, I was like, oh, you need some money? I'll help you. She's like, why? I have my own money. I don't need your money. She's still that way today. Although she expects things to be, you know, taken care of. Certain things, you know, I'm responsible for, and certain things she's responsible for. I lived in a place out in Udon Thani for about a year, and it was the same as what Jim is describing. You know, but I wasn't married at the time, and now it's much different. You know, I mean, and we're, you know, we got kids together and everything, so it's a different situation, but that's how it is. Especially, you know, if you're out in a village somewhere, man, that's how you show that you care, you know. Or that's how they perceive it. But they are big on their selfies. And my kids and I have said to my wife before, enough. Stop. You've taken 100 photos. We don't need more photos. And she'd be like, oh yeah, but just one more.
they're so big on the selfies and the photos because they want those memories. I mean, I understand it, but after a while, it's like, ugh, enough already, you know? I got no patience for all this shit. Patience is not one of my greatest virtues. All right, let's get this guy, get on to the next client. Boxing. Listing. We are listing. Listing to the left, so I'll sit on the right. Yes. Yes. Sure. Yesterday I go. Today I go. Tomorrow I go. You go? คุณไปไหม? Okay. At Patia Bob's wedding, I pushed him into doing the heart with his hand over his head. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't drink the Kool-Aid, baby. Scotty don't drink the Kool-Aid. Especially if it's got sugar in it. I'm on the big kick now. The next mission is to find a oh shit, lots of wind, flourless cake in the next 2 days and have it set up to where I can just go and grab it and bring it home. That's funny. That's funny because, you know, Patia Bob does his own thing too. He sings his own tune. He rolls the way he rolls, you know. I think the one who can influence him a lot, though, Jim, is Soda. If she says something, come on, will you do this? I think he'll play ball. Listen, again, I don't like to be pushed. I don't like to do things and be made to feel like, oh, you have to do it because everybody else is doing it. But I'm not gonna like get into a fight over it. I'll just be like, here you go. You know, I'll do whatever I gotta do just to get out of the situation. So, what are you talking about? How many times has Bob been married? He'll never be married again, supposedly. He did give the look. Well, I would give you the look too, buddy. Believe me. All right, let's take a look over here. A last look at the Golden Buddha. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. Because without you, I'd just be holding up a camera for nothing. Yeah, you see? That's how they are. And listen, Bo and you know, of course, she is the kind who, if I take a photo of her, it's never good enough. She takes a photo of me and she thinks it's the most awesome photo that was ever taken. How come as a photographer I can't take good photos? Blah, blah, blah. And most of the time I tell her because I don't give a shit. I'm taking a selfie. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. You know, it's different if it's you're trying to accomplish. You're trying to accomplish something. Okay, I want to make the
photo look decent, but I'm not going to spend 10 minutes trying to set up some photo if it's just going to go on my computer and once in a while somebody might see it. That doesn't, you know, that doesn't fly with me. Now, I do have two really good photos of this stupa over here. And I think two of them are actually on sale in the gallery. Inspire pop-up gallery. One of them is like a straight up shot, and they weren't rebuilding it or painting it or anything like that. One is a straight up shot, and then one is from across the lake, because the P guest house is somewhere over here, or over here. So I took a shot of that, but I wasn't using my phone. Anyway, I denied this about myself in photos. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, once in a while, I guess it's all right, but I don't like the whole group thing. Oh, come on, everybody get together. You know, it depends on the situation, but I guess maybe what it is we're not in that situation very often. I don't like, you know, like I said, you tend to go on trips with your wife and go with a bunch of other people. I don't do that. It's me, her, and the kids, or it's me and her, and that's kind of how we like it. When we went to the south, I think I told this story already. We went to the south, and then we went over to Nakhon Si Thammarat, where they have the emerald pool, the Emerald Lagoon, I think is what it's called. Now, I've already been there twice. It's full of kids, you know, screaming and laughing and playing, and it's noisy, and the lagoon is a little difficult to get in and out of, and it's, you know, it's okay. It's in the forest, and it's a fair hike to get to it. So we went all the way from Suratani to go over there just to go to that place. We get there, and none of the people that were with us wanted to go in the water. And a couple of them stayed behind because they didn't even want to walk to the lagoon. And I'm like, what did we come here for? I asked my wife, why did we come here? Well, they wanted to come. All right, so they came, but they didn't go in the water. They didn't do anything. What was the purpose? Just to be here? You know, I don't understand it sometimes. So in that situation, I was like, I'm done. Me and Nicholas went for a swim, and I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. Time to go home. Where is the P guest house? I don't even know where it is. Yeah, they want to show. I've been, like, if it's Sangkhlaburi, they want to stand in front of the Sangkhlaburi sign so that everybody knows I was in Sangkhlaburi. Let's thank our driver, our captain. He's probably buzzing on the betel nut right now. Had a couple of chews since I've got on the boat. And up ahead is the Mon Bridge. We're almost back. I'm gonna put my hat back on. Yeah, the skipper, excuse me. Excuse me, Janar, I didn't know you were still here. And I'm Gilligan, apparently. Yeah, the dual pricing. That's always the most wonderful thing to capture on camera. Every time that I go to a place that has dual pricing, I always take a photo of it just so I can remember. Not that I'll forget, but I just look at it and it irritates me. Usually I pay it now because if I'm going somewhere and I know it's going to be that you got to pay extra, what are you going to do? You either don't go, and if I'm with the wife, it's like, okay, well, we're not going to go here. That doesn't fly. You know, she'd be like, well, then I'll pay it. You know, so anyway, it is what it is. But you still love living in Thailand, Jim. And, you know, for any of the negatives, and, you know, just because you bring up negatives about the country doesn't mean it's not a great place to live and that there's not a lot of positive things here, because there are. If I hated this place, I wouldn't be living here. After paying the I don't know what the hell they're saying. Yeah, exactly. They have the goal to ask you for a promotional photo. What you should do is you go, that'll be 500 baht for the photo. เป็นไรครับ
ไม่เป็นไรครับ
All right, so we're gonna go up and I'll pay this guy. Bamboo jetty, baby. This is how they do it here. He knows how to tie a knot. ขึ้นไปไหมขึ้นจะขึ้นโอเคผมจะจ่ายข้างบน I'm feeling this hat now. Next time I'll bring the green one. It's 800 baht. You go to one temple, it's 300 baht. You go to 3 temples, and the prices are everywhere, so it's not like they're trying to rip you off, and I don't want to try to negotiate a lower price or anything like that. So one temple is 300 baht. 3 temples is 500 baht. 3 temples with the Japanese cliff is 800 baht. And then if you want to do, I don't know, there's a Japanese cliff and somewhere else, it's 1,200 baht, which I didn't want to do that. I figured this would be enough. Anyway, hang on a second here. See if I can make sure we're taken care of. Hang on.
What on earth is going on with this thing? There we go. All right. You see red on the ground everywhere? It's the betel nut. Yeah, see, they have the prices. They used to be, obviously this was new at one point. One temple, 300 baht. 3 temples, 500 baht. Where's this guy go? Is him right here? This is the stuff they put on your face. Tanaka. Sandalwood. This guy was cool. So, time to pay him.คุณชื่ออะไรนะ
ยศครับ
ยศ
ครับผม
สมยศ Captain ยศ Captain ยศ Okay, thank you นะ All right, let's just shut it down real quick. Go over here. Thank you everybody for bearing with me and getting through another stream. What do you got? Happy there. Okay, gotta run. Need to get ready for the monthly roast day at the Only Farang restaurant. Take it easy, Jim. Take it easy, Mr. Gennaro. Man, 2 o'clock, the fights start around 2 o'clock, which means I got a little less than 3 hours to prepare for that. But at least I didn't catch too much sun because of my little 100 baht hat. Later, y'all. Y'all come back now. All right, guys. Let me get in the shade real quick because I can't see anything. Thanks again for a millionth time. Visit my website, click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you soon. I don't know about tomorrow, maybe. Haven't figured that out yet. Now this place is completely dead. There's nobody on the bridge. You're not Tester. Jugan. You're not Tester. What? Teeter? What does that mean? If you look over here now, see, it's 11:15 and this bridge is completely empty. If you come between about 7 and 9:30, the bridge is packed full of people. Anyway, it's been fun. Yeah. So instead of saying goodbye for the millionth time, oh yeah. Well, Beth Dutton, you know what Beth Dutton would say to somebody asking her to show the love sign. She'd tell them to stick it up there where the sun don't shine or something like that. Supposedly there were fireworks last night. I didn't hear any. I did hear a little bit of music, but you know, they got these little resorts over here, but the music gets loud, and this is one of them right here. You wouldn't know it from looking at it. Anyway, all right, guys. Until next time, signing off.